An unemployed black woman pretends to be white, and the number of job offers she gets go way up. This is an interesting article on Techieville by Yolanda Spivey. Yolanda Spivey is a black woman. She was unemployed 2 years. She applied to over 300 open jobs in insurance, which is where she worked for 10 years, definitely her area of expertise and experience. She did not get a single response. She went back to college, finished her degree, applied again, wasn't getting any responses to the jobs she applied to on Monster.com. So Monster has a diversity questionnaire which asks you about your race. You can decline to disclose that. And they say it will not jeopardize your chances of getting a job. It's just kind of for informational purposes. You can't skip the question, but you can say decline to identify. So Yolanda Spivey thought maybe that's hurting me. She goes into her Monster.com profile and she changes it to decline to identify. Isn't hearing back from anybody. She thinks of another idea. She goes back in, she creates a fake applicant named Bianca White, fills in the identical employment history, identical resume, identical education as her real self, Yolanda Spivey, changes the phone number from her home phone to her cell phone so that it can't be linked back to her original profile, and then she puts white on the diversity questionnaire. Phone call, same day. Emails, packed, same day. She gets a whole bunch of job offers in the field of insurance. In 1 week, she received 9 phone calls as Bianca White and none as African-American Yolanda Spivey. And she received 7 emails as Bianca White and only 2 as Yolanda Spivey. Both were for commission-only positions that required her to move out of state. Now, what do you think about this? I'm not surprised. When I first read about this, I said, yeah, there's a lot of individuals who want to hire specifically white people. I'm not surprised in any way.
Right.
But this is really kind of like this is an A/B test in a compelling way that really shows it's the same credentials. She just changed her name and race.
Yeah, and of course it's probably even more possible that if she pretended to be a man, that might have gone up too, because we know that there's still a lot of bad stuff going on, inequality in that department.
I actually had a similar situation, which is I messed around with this. When I was in undergrad, I think I was a junior or something like that. In my summer of junior year, I started applying to a bunch of different jobs, and I saw this diversity question. Now, according to the U.S. Census, I'm Hispanic, right? I'm born in Argentina. My first language is Spanish. Even though my background is Eastern European Jewish and I'm completely identical genetically as to what I would be if my family came straight to the U.S. instead of to Argentina, according to the census, I'm Hispanic. And I did some testing. I made a profile where I put white, and I made a profile where I said Hispanic and identified myself as a diversity candidate. And it's very anecdotal. I don't pretend to say it was any kind of scientific study, but the results mirrored what Yolanda Spivey had here, which is that there was more interest, more callbacks, and more interviews under my white David Pakman profile. So, again, completely anecdotal, but interesting that Yolanda did this.
Yeah, I think the results pretty much speak for themselves.